Alright guys, this is the first official content video for God's Gardening and Guns. Or one of the first videos. I don't know what order I'm going to put the content out in. But basically the first thing what we're doing is I wanted some sort of a stand for my 10-gallon grow bags to get them up off the ground. I came across this video on YouTube, one of the shorts, and I actually forgot to take down who it was, so I can't give credit. I apologize for that. But basically, all this cost me a total of $60 at Home Depot, and I'm sure some of you guys can go out there and find it cheaper somewhere else. But it was essentially 12 cinder blocks and 4 posts, 4 by 4 inch by 8 feet long. And here's the setup for it. Essentially what you're doing is you're stacking 2 cinder blocks vertically and then laying one on top horizontally on each side, and you're doubling that up, and then it'll give you a little stand that you can sit the grow bags on. So I'll show you what I did. It's really easy. Probably the biggest part was moving it from the front to the back, which, by the way, if you ever need to do that and you're working by yourself, get yourself one of these little bad boys, because these garden carts are awesome. This one right here holds, I think, 600 or 800 pounds, and I had no problem moving the cinder blocks and the lumber on that thing back to the yard for the ones that I didn't want to carry. So here's all the supplies needed, guys. I have it half built already. I did, a little word of warning, I screwed up and bought treated lumber, so this stuff's going to have to dry for a few months, but I'm going to go ahead and set this up and just let it dry out here because it'll be good circulation. I'm probably going to put a buffer between my grow bags and the tree or the stand when it's done, just because I don't want my grow bags touching the chemicals from the treated lumber. So I'll probably, I don't know, put a 3-gallon bucket or a 5-gallon bucket, maybe in between. I'll set something up and I'll show you guys. But we'll go ahead and get started on just kind of putting this thing together so you know about what you're doing. I have, just so you guys can see on both sides, I have the cinder blocks that are facing inwards this way on both. So that way if I ever wanted to add a couple of posts at the bottom to make a makeshift little guardrail fence type thing for the patio, that's what I thought of while doing it. And sorry for the shakes, I don't have any stabilizer or anything for this mount other than what it came with, but I'll try to hold it with my hand while we're doing this. Okay, so we have 2 vertical here. Now we're going to go 1 horizontal. There. I don't know how much editing I'm going to do early on. I may cut a bunch of this stuff out and just or fast forward and get to the nitty gritty. Here's what it looks like from this side. We'll go ahead and these posts. The bad part about the treated lumber, you have to wear gloves at all times, which you should anyway. But they're soaked in chemicals and they are a lot heavier than untreated lumber. So if you did buy treated lumber, you may need another person to help you lift these. Remember to always lift with your legs, not your back. Don't mind my other project scrap around here. It'll be cleaned up eventually. So what we're doing is just dropping the poles in the holes. Sit like that. This gives you a nice little shelf to sit your grow bags on. We'll put this last piece, or this last post in here. Oh, that one's way lighter. This one's probably already dried out enough to stain, which is what my next project with these will be when they do eventually dry out this summer. Alright guys, here it is, final product. The grow bag stand to keep them off the ground. So what I'll do, and I'll probably come back out and add to this video, I'm going to add buckets that each one of the grow bags can sit on. So we'll see how this works out. There's a little shot of my Facebook Marketplace purchase. Some guy built this for 50 bucks, which is half as much as what Home Depot is selling them for. I finished it off with some sealer. Probably should have put another coat on, but not that worried about. Food grade buckets, remember, if you're putting dirt directly in them. Probably going to use this for onions, garlic, maybe some shallots, who knows. We'll see. Hopefully though, I'll keep you guys updated. Give you a look-see at my first attempt at being a gardener. Here's the raised garden beds. They are 2 foot tall, 8 foot long, and 4 feet wide. 8 by 4 by 2. If and then I bought this trellis off, I think it was Amazon, but it came in the net, and I said there's no way that that'll support the vegetables that I want to grow, so I didn't even install the net. I'll keep it for something and repurpose it. Decided to put up chicken wire. I heard chicken wire is a pain to get the vegetables off of after harvest, but that's a problem that I'll deal with. That's why I got 2 little kids. We'll put them to work. But here's the, I'm probably gonna have to cultivate, you know, but planting day I think it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm going to be doing beans near the trellis, maybe some squash and cucumbers, carrots and whatnot. Oh, look at that rock. Carrots and whatnot will be planted as well. Basically just stuff my kids eat a lot of. I'm not going to waste any space. Don't mind the length of the grass. It's rained a bunch here recently. Still got to get to mowing. Oh, here's my herb garden. Just wild mint growing everywhere. I'll have to mess with this later. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on whichever video this is going to be. Till next time. It is God, Gardening, and Guns.